obviously a lot of big plays on Saturday. I'm sure they all were the same, but is it concerning that it seemed a lot of times the safety and the linebackers were just getting beaten in space, and once that happened, there was no one there?
Yeah, we had a few big plays against us. Obviously, we've addressed that before. You know, it's really not an acceptable thing to happen. You know, so you know, we got to fix them. You know, I think there was a lot of good things, you know, that happened in the game too. You know, we had 11 possessions. You know, gave our offense 11 possessions in the first half. That's really good. You know, unfortunately, we didn't win the scoring battle in that. You know, but you know, there's you know, 60 some odd plays in the game, and we played 7 of them poorly, and it cost us a game. So, you know, that's just where we're at right now. You know, can't really put my finger on it. You know, but we're definitely trying to fix it.
You know, coming into the season, there was a lot of talk about how the linebacker group was going to be the strength. How do you
still
think
is.
You still feel?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you think they played through 5 games now? I guess it is.
Pretty decent. I mean, the numbers are there. They're doing pretty well. Yeah. Obviously, you don't see it that way.
Well, no, I actually got it was a question from fans. They want to know what you thought about the linebacker.
Yeah, I think they're playing pretty well.
Obviously, it's your defense now 100%. We saw a little bit more blitzing, you know, pressures. Is that something that you hope to bring, you know, in the weeks to come? Or?
No, those are all things that have always been there. You know, we went from a pro style offense to a spread offense. You know, you know, we're trying to get the ball back for our offense as many times as we can. You know, with that, you know, there were some situations in the game that we could pressure them. You know, those decisions are all based off of what we see. You know, what kind of personnel we have available to us. You know, what the matchups are. You know, and what the situation is in the game. You know, those are all the decisions that come. There hasn't been anything different because of what happened.
Regarding Nunzio, there's a lot of skepticism going in, or you know, I guess I don't know if that might be too strong of a word, but just going from high school to college. I know he's 2 years removed, but curious your thoughts. You've been around for a while. You probably coached other guys. You've probably been around guys who have made that leap. You did it. You coached at your alma mater, and then you went and became a GA. How difficult is it in this day of age? I know you ran a really good Bergen Catholic program that is, in a lot of ways, you know, a college program. How difficult of a transition, one, and then, you know, how has he handled it so far?
I think he's handled it like a pro, but I don't think there's much difference. I mean, we're coaching kids. You know, the schematics is probably the biggest difference, but in terms of you know, addressing kids, coaching, you know, high school kids to college kids, there's really, you know, there's not that much of a separation there. But he's doing a great job. You know, he stepped in the role and he's doing a really good job. So yeah, I don't think that there's a big change. You know, Nunzio's been a head football coach. He's been in front of a team, you know, for many years. So, you know, there's a comfort level that he has, you know, when he addresses our team. You can see that.
How do you think Trey Avery played? Yeah, that first half, because obviously Avery was out with the target penalty.
Yeah, he did pretty well. He was locking, you know, he was a lockdown corner for us. You know, a lot that we would assume that would happen. We thought our matchups were pretty good. That's why we played a lot of man. So, yeah.
I know no two situations are ever the same, so it's tough to compare what happened, what you went through last year with Maryland to now. But considering, you know, another interim coach, I mean, do you have to almost provide a sense of calmness, or like, you know, this is how it's going to go, and you know, do you try to provide that voice of calmness, so to speak?
Yeah, there's really no similarities. Those are two really different situations. But yeah, I mean, just being in those situations back to back, you know, everybody stay calm. You know, that's the biggest thing. You know, we got in this business because we enjoy coaching kids, you know, and being men of young people. You know, so I think that's always been the focus for me, anyways. And I don't speak really much on it. I just lead by example. You know, the biggest thing is that we're paid to do a job, and you know, we're going to continue to do that until they say we can't anymore. And that's been the message, whether it's been said or not. You know, we're going to lead them that way.
Coach, in the second quarter, Maryland ran back-to-back wheel routes with the running back.
Yeah.
They got a 50-yard play and a 24-yard play. What happened there? Was it just reaction time, or?
No, no. Just, you know what? Those were bad calls. You know, when stuff like that happens, those are bad calls. You know, so I really put it on myself. Try to help them. You know, with a particular call, and it didn't work out.
What stands out about Indiana? They can throw the ball pretty well. I mean, what kind of concerns you about them?
Well, yeah, they've got 3 really good starting receivers. I think they're all dynamic pass catchers, really good catch radiuses. The quarterback, when he's healthy, is pretty dynamic with both his feet and his arm strength. So yeah, they present a lot of problems, and obviously they're running the right offense, you know, to exploit, you know, to showcase all their talent that they have. So yeah, we'll have our hands full, you know, because they have a good mixture of speed and quickness. And they like to spread you out. They're going to be an 11 personnel team mostly. And they change up the personnel, you know, from time to time to keep you honest. So yeah, we'll put together a game plan to you know, to see if we can slow them down a little bit.
Is there any similar, like, not ease, but are they similar in any way to Maryland that's kind of maybe effective to go back-to-back weeks with Indiana? You see sort of similar?
Yeah, they're both spread teams. You know, we're going to see similar personnel groupings, similar formations, but Indiana's shown to be more of a pass first. You know, they want to pass the ball a little bit more than they do running the football, but they've been pretty effective running the ball as well. So, yeah, there's some similarities.